Hello, everybody, and welcome back to our hybrid learning model and kind of transitioning back to how things were at the start of the school year. A couple of things that I want to talk about as far as health class logistics before I talk about your stuff for this week. So there are two changes with our hybrid learning model compared to the fall. First change is this. Every single week in your weekly folder, there are now part 1 folders and part 2 folders because every single week we are going to break apart into 2, okay? Part 1 stuff will be at the beginning of the week. Part 2, oops, I accidentally clicked on it. Part 2 stuff will be done in the second half of the week. Now, it does not matter if you are a hybrid learner or a distance learner. It does not matter. You are all responsible for doing all of this stuff every single week, okay? What changes is whether you're doing it in the building during class with me and everybody else in the class, or if you're doing it on your own at home and like getting the information that way. So this part 1 folder, what you would do is you would accomplish this stuff on Mondays and Tuesdays, the first half of the week. Now, if you're a kid who's in the building on Mondays and Tuesdays, that just means that you're going to do it during class with like other activities and discussions and things like that. If you're at home on Mondays and Tuesdays, you would do it at home for this part 1. Then as we move to the end of the week, now it's Thursday, now it's Friday, now we move on to the part 2 stuff because we've already done part 1 earlier in the week. Okay, so now it's Thursday, Friday, it's the end of the week. So now, okay, for health class, we have part 2 to worry about. So if you're a Thursday, Friday student and you're in the building on Thursday and Friday, now you get this in person. And everybody else does part 2 at home on their own, okay? The other change with health for this new hybrid learning model is talking about like Google Meets, okay? And being able to kind of access the class even if you're not in the class. So whenever you're at home, whether that's because you're a distance learner or for other reasons, anytime you're at home and not in the building, what I'm going to do is I'm going to have a Google Meet open so that you guys can Google Meet in, like you can type in the code and you'll be able to be a part of the class and be able to be a part of our activities that we do and discussions that we have, and you'll be able to hear me explain assignments and everything like that through the iPad, through the Google Meet while you're at home. Okay, I feel like this will help you guys feel like you're still a part of the class community, and I feel like it will help you know how to do things and how to think of things because you'll be a part of those classroom discussions, and I don't want you missing out on that just because you're not in the building. And in our class Schoology updates for health, like where I post information to you guys and like updates and things like that, I will have the bell schedule for the middle school so that you can see when I have my classes and you can see what times you can join in, okay? And I'll also have the Google Meet code that you would type in order to be able to join. If you have any questions about either of those 2 updates, please let me know. But otherwise, I want to get started talking about this week with part 1. So this is the part 1 video. This is what you should accomplish this week for Monday and Tuesday, either when you're in the building or when you're at home, but Monday, Tuesday, first half of the week, part 1 stuff. Here we go. So we are starting our mental and emotional health unit this week. And before I dive into it, I just want to let you all know that this is a touchy topic. This is not an easy one. This is an uncomfortable one at times. And I am fully aware of that. And I am never going to be pushy with it. I am always going to be understanding with it. And I want you guys to know that. Okay? So with that being said, as far as any concerns, if you have any as we're going throughout the unit, please reach out to me. please let me know. I'm Miss Rainey. I'll hear you. I'll understand. Well, I might not be able to understand, but I'll hear you and I will listen to you and I will support you. So please just be aware of that. Otherwise, let's start with this week's information. Now we're to the information part. So the big idea behind, us talking about mental health and really this intro week of us just kind of getting used to it and thinking about it is really around this iceberg picture and what this statement says at the top. So it says, please listen to what I'm not saying. And that's kind of a confusing statement and, hard to kind of understand. But when we look at that statement and then when we look at the iceberg, it makes a lot of sense, especially when we're talking about mental health. So please listen to what I'm not saying, okay? So things that people aren't going to share. And that reason for why they don't share can be for a variety of reasons. Maybe they're uncomfortable to share. Maybe they don't want to talk about certain things. Maybe they are scared of their own thoughts and they don't want to scare other people too. But bottom line, there's stuff that they're just not going to say and they're not going to share with people. Similar to like the concept of an iceberg. So with an iceberg, we have what's above the surface. But what's above the surface is really teeny tiny in comparison to the whole iceberg. And icebergs, this is what makes them so dangerous, is what we can see is so small in comparison to the whole picture. Everything that's underneath the surface and underneath the water is daunting and massive, and it's the main picture. But is everybody going to see it? Not necessarily. And that's how humans are really similar, especially when it comes to our mental health, because what people show us and what people act like around us, it's just the surface of the iceberg. It's that surface level stuff that they're okay with opening up to other people about and showing other people. Really, who people are, that is everything below the surface. And quite honestly, people may never, ever, ever see any of this below the surface with other people. Me, Miss Rainey, my iceberg above the surface is, she's my health teacher. She's nice. She's outgoing. She's loud. She's crazy, all these different things. But I have a lot of stuff below my iceberg surface that you guys are never going to know about. Maybe it's because it would just be weird for you to know my whole life story, or maybe it's because it's things that I just don't feel comfortable talking about. But I also have things below my surface, and with this iceberg, it's a lot of who I am that you guys will never see. And so with this concept in mind, this kind of leads to your assignment for this part 1 part for this week. So if we look at Schoology and we open up our part 1 folder, then we click on this mental and emotional health representation. Then we can see what our assignment is for this part 1 part of this week. Part 1 part, that's kind of interesting to say. Let me move myself up to the screen, corner of the screen. Okay. So this worksheet is going to be your first assignment for the week. It's due this Sunday at midnight, just like always. And it's very, very simple and it's very straightforward. Again, this is just our intro unit to get us comfortable with it all. So the directions, please find a picture of something that only reveals a little bit of itself, just like the iceberg does. So you cannot use the iceberg. That was my idea. Too bad, so sad, you cannot use it. But I want you to find a similar picture where we can only see so much. And then when you find that picture that you like, I want you to copy and paste it into this space right here. Then after that, you're going to answer these 3 questions at the bottom. Okay? Why did you choose this image? And then cold water helps form an iceberg. What do you think would be in the water that could cause a poor mental health iceberg? And then question 3, how do you think people respond to mental health issues? So these 3 questions, and then finding another representation for mental health other than the iceberg, and then turning it into Schoology. Again, this is part 1. Part 2 is later in the week. Please let me know if you have any questions. Bye bye.